A year and a half ago, a long-time prayer was finally answered. I met a man and rose to love. I don't like to use the term falling in love. With each passing year, I have discovered that every word has power, and that my life is a direct reflection of what I say. I mean, why do we have to fall in love? Why does it have to be associated with some sort of downfall? Oftentimes, I have walked into the trap of being unintentional with my language, speaking things that do not correlate with the life that I want. To some, that may sound frivolous or obnoxious or exhausting. To pay attention to every word. But it has become clear to me what God meant in John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. All throughout Genesis 1, everything begins with the speech of God. And God said, and God said, and God said. You know, after I met my husband, he made it very clear that he had no interest in living in Los Angeles. I'd been in LA for 17 years, and I loved it. The same way the gals from Sex and the City love New York. The way I would describe it is, sometimes you date a couple of people. You haven't been exposed to many, but when you meet that one, you just know. You don't need to date anyone else. Because this person, this is the one whom your soul has been longing for. That's how I would describe my feeling toward LA. Granted, I haven't been everywhere in the country, but I didn't need to. I thought LA had everything that was conducive for my well-being. Beautiful weather, amazing hiking trails, sandy beaches, fresh fruits and vegetables all year round, acupuncturists. It's a place where the best of the best people come to make dreams come true. The hustle and bustle was definitely exhausting at times, but I had found my rhythm. Although I'd prayed for a husband, I was finally in a place of contentment. And I was okay with the thought that I could be single. 2 months ago, we moved to another state. And I have to say, it has been pretty challenging as I navigate change and these transitions. I rose to love. I got engaged. I got married. And I moved away. It all happened so fast. It seems after high school and college, life moves so quickly. Since I have been in this new state, I find myself lost all the time. The freeways don't really make sense to me. And I found myself breaking down in the Costco parking lot because I couldn't remember where I parked. And everything looked foreign. Everything looks foreign. Living with a man for the first time. Being away from my mom and my closest friends. Not recognizing anything. Often looking in the mirror, not even recognizing myself. While I was driving and lost on my way home, God exposed me to how, for a while, I was living on autopilot. I think we can all relate to those moments. When we are driving and we have no idea how we ended up at our destination. We are going through the motions of life in a very thoughtless way. Not recognizing that we are so absent from the present moment. As I have been in the thick of this major life change, it occurred to me that sometimes these changes are so necessary. I now see these changes as a gentle wake-up call from God to stop sleeping at the wheel. begin to pay attention. The changes and transitions create new pathways in our mind. They stretch us from continuing through life just being the same. I am currently deep into gardening. When I first planted everything, my neighbor told me that everything looked a little bit too close. 2 months later, I went knocking on her door to tell her she was right. Particularly the 4 cabbage plants. They were so close that I thought it might stunt their growth. So I decided to dig around one of the cabbages. I was very gentle and did not disturb the roots. I only moved it just a little bit in the garden bed. For a few weeks, my little cabbage was so sad. She is most definitely still alive, but she went through the shell shock of being moved. About half of my vegetables I purchased as baby sprouts. When I stuck them in the ground, they were yellow and sad. I laughed at God's sense of humor. I was reminded that if even the plants have to adapt to a new location, so do I. They have to adapt to the new temperature, the new soil, the new direction of sunlight in their new home, their new surrounding companions. And although they might struggle, if they're tended to, they still grow. Change, transitions are challenging for some of us. Whether you've moved away and you're the new gal in town, you're newly married, a new mom, or dealing with the new reality of not having your loved one with you in physical form anymore. Learning to live anew is a process. It is natural to grieve, to miss the old version of yourself, the version of you that was carefree. It's natural to ponder on the old life. But this next phase is a new opportunity to create an even better version of ourselves. Without change, you can't continuously discover that highest version of you. The real you, the God you. These changes are here to move you even closer to your innermost being. It requires a trust in God that you never had before. It will reveal the lack that you didn't know you had. It will reveal the strength you didn't know you had. Change can heal you if you allow it. It will bring you into the present moment because you have to pay attention. You can no longer be on autopilot. And I think we could all use a little more presence. John C. Maxwell says, change is inevitable. Growth is optional. So, while you may be in a new season, remember, these are just growing pains. Your roots are still intact. You are still you. himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31, 8 through 9. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41:10. So with you, now is your time of grief. But I will see you again, and you will rejoice, and no one will take away your joy. In that day, you will no longer ask me anything. I tell you the truth. My Father will give you whatever you ask in my name. Until now, you have not asked for anything in my name. Ask, and you will receive, and your joy will be complete. John 16:22. I have told you these things, so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. John 16:33.